this room thinking I feel like shit. Now I'm barely breathing. I know I fucked up, got caught cheating. It's all my fault. Now I'm hardly speaking. What can I do? What can I do to try to save the day? What can I say? What can I say?
Welcome back. You're listening to Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasAllNetRadio.com. This is a little taste of what you'll see on Thick Sunday. She's dancing for you down here, Julia Sands.
Sammee, you got to stand up because we have we have some wonderful fans who would like to see all your beautifulness.
And this is with no shoes.
Okay, turn around.
No shoes.
Turn around.
And back up just
Show
a little.
us how beautiful. Yeah.
Wait, let's do the Notorious.
Where's my camera?
Wait, don't move. Wait, the camera. Get the camera. There we go.
Look, she got on.
Julia, tuck her string.
Where?
On her hanger string. We got to,
The fashionista. You have to
fashionista,
always
you have
have.
to pull that
She gets
out.
me on my things all the time.
There you go. Oh, sexiness. Is chat going crazy? Is everybody happy? Okay, Miss Julia Sands, give us a little action. Strike a pose. Vogue, Vogue.
Get on the wall.
We didn't say cheerleader, okay?
She's like 8'6".
I should have had video for that.
No one should say that we do not give our fans what they ask for. Right? We got it.
So let's do a quick shout out to Ustream.
So on Ustream, we've had a bunch of people come and go. Appleboy21 has been on.
In love with all of us girls here, I
He is loving it. Black Ring is on. I'm sure he just enjoyed that show we put on. Miss G, also known as the Bunny.
The Bunny.
I saw Wendy out real quick. She must have to go back to pussy eating. Oh, there she is. She's back again. Hi, Wendy.
Wait, did you see online that Wendy's partner made homemade biscuits? And I typed it there. Was there gravy with that biscuit there, Wendy?
No, that's me.
And Niecy Honey Dips, Dip Triple X, whatever the fuck it is.
Dip.
She's in there. Hi, Niecy.
Hey, girl.
And then over on Twitter, we have a Curve Media Group.
Hey.
Who's listening, watching, probably as a guest because I don't see him signed in. And Niece Honey Dip was also over on Twitter, and she says that she loves you, big sister Sammee.
I love you too, Mom. I can't wait till you come out in July. Woo!
Push down that mic. Okay, just want to make sure we don't miss a thing you say, Sammee.
All right, so we got our Amber A and F out of our system.
Fucking F.
A and fucking F. Out of our system.
And as from this point forward, we will never use the appropriate name on this show. There will be Abercrombie and some fucking thing that we decide to make up at this time because that cocksucker's a dick face.
Hallelujah.
If we ever use the name again.
Yeah, I don't think we ever need to talk to them unless
until we do our Abercrombie and fuck you photo shoot.
Photo shoot and
That's right.
put it on YouTube.
All right. So who wants to go first with ketchup? Mama's had a bad week.
I had a good week and I had a bad week.
Okay.
She had a good week and a bad Sunday.
That's life.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. So,
shut up and talk.
I'm trying to figure out the best way for me to say all this shit. Because you guys know I got a pass, right?
You got a pass.
Yeah.
You got a hall pass.
For those of you who don't know, a hall pass means a husband says that she can go fool around.
Yeah.
Woo!
From an approved list of men, correct?
No, I don't hear what the... No. It's my damn list, damn it.
Okay.
But, so, I hung out with somebody that's top-notch on my list Saturday, most of Saturday. So, I met somebody too, by the way. It's part of my catch-up. That used to be part of 702 radio show that still wants to make an appointment with you, Sierra, that something about boobies on the neck.
Gino Capone?
Yes.
Gino Capone, yeah.
Gino Capone, I believe.
I think you want me to call her right now?
I believe that promise was made during the first season when I was single.
Oh, okay.
We may have to get permission for that to happen later.
Okay, well, he
That's definitely
right. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Gino Capone also likes to throw gang signs on video, just saying.
No, he didn't do none of that. He did, however, give me a very violated hug. I'm just going to say it like that.
Violated
Yeah,
hug.
very violated hug. Actually, I got 2 hugs, but that's, yeah. Woo, yeah. But anyway, yeah, he wants to make an appointment to make that happen if you're still interested. That was part of my
How much
catch-up.
money you got?
I gotta ask.
No, right. But
Listen, I have a bone of contention with Gino Capone. He's one of my Facebook friends, and I invite him to every big girl event that I know of or that I'm affiliated with, and he has yet to show his black ass yet.
oh damn.
Hi,
Oh damn. Well, okay, well we'll have to
Well, definitely no titties on the neck unless he shows.
Right. Wait a minute. Last time I talked to Gino Capone, he was in and out of the slammer for various traffic violations.
That's true.
He's more often in
He was
than out, I
free
think.
yesterday. He was free. So I don't know about today, but I know yesterday his ass was free, and he was talking about boobies and titties and violating hugs and shit. So yeah, I had to get that out of the way. But yeah, so I hung around yesterday with somebody that's top on my list, and you know, it's fucked up that when you're hanging out with somebody that's on your list and they stop and they look at you and they say, your husband's a lucky guy.
Because your husband is a lucky guy.
Yeah, he is.
But wait, so then this is like, it keeps happening to me. So I'm like, what the fuck is this going on? Okay, so we go to get something to eat.
Thank you.
The fucking bill was the exact last 4 digits of his cell phone number.
And?
I turned it. No, thank you. I turned the bill over and I'm like, really? Like, really? The last 4 digits of his phone number? That's the total of the bill. It was just like weird
was
shit.
this some kind of omen that
Yeah,
you be together
did you
forever?
take this as like a sign?
It was weird. And I just started laughing. And then, but yeah.
Women do that, by the way. So you guys who are trying to get into a woman's pants,
Because
you
women
can
are
freak her
crazy.
out with shit like that, and she'll go, "Oh, it must be meant to be."
Not this woman.
No, well, this
It must be meant to be tonight.
Well, see, this is the problem, though. The problem was the phone number that matched the bill was of the husband at the house and not of my potential friend.
Oh,
It was DJ's phone number, phone number.
I can hear DJ now. That was definitely a fucking sign.
Right.
When it was the other way, it wasn't a sign. That was like, oh, it's a sign.
But I had a really nice time, and it's funny because I mean we still have to discuss this like further things, but in a sense I'm like really fucked up right now.
She's so flustered.
Can I ask
He
a
gave it to
question?
me because yeah.
Would it be easier?
He gave her a pass because he thought he'd get one
No,
too.
I have a question.
I think so. I really think so, and that's now it's coming out.
that he gets a pass?
Yeah, I think that was the whole thing because.
But are you ready for that?
I don't know, and
No,
that's
she isn't.
That's the
I don't
reason
think she
why.
is either.
No.
That's the reason why he's mad at me today because there was something else, and I'm not going to go into details because I don't want to. If I say anything else, then somebody will know that that's who I'm talking about. But. It's, I got the pass, and now this person that I'm hanging out with, I like this person for the person that, not necessarily for the, using my pass. I like them to hang out with them.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Swinging?
That's dating. What you are trying to do is date somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, a pass is you go jump in the bed, get your pussy licked, suck his dick, have sex, and go your way.
And you're done.
You are married. You cannot date. And I'm just saying that because I've been in this position, and no matter how you look at it, and I realize you and Daniel love each other. Like I admire your marriage a whole lot.
Yeah, somebody called us a power couple.
But and I think so, you guys got a wonderful family. He adores you, but humans are humans.
Yeah.
And because people who have been married a long time, they haven't felt that little spark you feel when you first get that crush on somebody.
The butterflies.
That takes over. I mean, I've been in the swinging world, and I've been with the passes, and I've done all of that, and you are dating.
Yeah, unless you are planning on having. Here's the thing.
That's what
unless
we
you
were
are
watching.
having a regular thing with this person, unless you both agree, you and the husband agree that you're going to have a regular boyfriend on the side, you should not be dating him.
And
you should just
going out to lunch.
You should go down to Motel 6
really
on Boulder
shouldn't.
Highway and get the $39.95 hours.
Hey, girl!
Tell him Julia sent you. You might get a window. And and then that's it. Say hi when you see him at
Mama,
events.
you
but no more
cannot
lunches,
you
no.
cannot date while you're married.
Now,
If it's a one-time hall pass, that's one thing. If you're gonna have a boyfriend on the side and that's agreed to by all the parties, they
And you know
all
what
have
else?
to know. You can't lie to anybody
And you know
about
what?
it.
When you
And
date somebody like that, you get your heart hurt.
As soon as you start lying about shit, that's when it becomes cheating.
around, that's when you know it's not right.
Now, if you are interested in the whole boyfriend on the side and he has a girlfriend, I will introduce you to a polyamory person that I know that can
And
explain the whole thing.
That's what DJ said that I probably am because of the fact that I can't, to use my pass, I kind of have to like you a little.
you know what,
and that's not what the supposed to be pass is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be like, okay, whatever, see you, hey, how you doing?
Motel 6, right.
And that's it. But that's not me. I have to kind of.
And you know what? Then you're not cut out for that lifestyle.
Yeah, you can't do it.
You can't do it.
If you
We've
can't
all been there.
If you
and
can't
you know
just
what?
fuck
You
it
just
and
end up
leave it,
getting
you
hurt.
can't do it.
You get hurt.
You got to be able
Because
to fuck it
that
and leave it.
person cannot. That person knows you have a husband.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's that person's kind of gonna be like. Like I can't get too close, but I might want to get close, and you've always got that lingering over your head. But a pass is I'm at a club and I'm on the dance floor, and this man
And
rub it up
in the
against
moment
my
right
ass.
now, I like him.
I like you. Let's go.
You go
can't-
fuck them in the parking lot and then come
You
back
know
to the
what?
party.
You're
That's
not
the
being
pass.
fair to you, and you're not being fair to your husband if you date.
And
Yeah.
and you're not being fair to the other guy because if you get to know him and start dating him and going to lunch,
What happens
he's
if
gonna
you-
like you.
Yeah.
And if it's a hall pass for a one-time thing,
And what he said, the other guy said is, we talked about the whole layout, and what he said is,
and that's another thing. A hall pass don't talk that much about
The layout you talk about is faster, harder. That's the only layout you talk about.
apparently no. So this is the new thing. So we have discussed this, and I like you. I like hanging out with you. I had fun. We had a fun day. He's like, but I kind of don't want to fuck that up. I kind of want to be your friend.
Can we?
So I got absolutely.
Get the fuck in here. Come on.
So I got the I want to be your friend thing, which I mean, in a sense, I don't know.
That's why
You have no choice but to deal with that.
I'm still attracted to you, and at the same time, I'm liking you, so I don't want you to go away. So you know what I'm saying. Not that I want to keep you like that, but I still want to be like, hey, how you gonna be able to kick with you, whatever.
You're playing with fire.
You're
Clientele.
treading
Not like.
But you know what? Because you have this little crush, and it is a crush, abso-fucking-lutely, because you have this little crush, that's always going to be like in your makeup with this person.
But haven't you ever been friends with a guy that you had a little crush on, but you guys were just friends?
Not that I dated. Not
all the time.
Yeah,
But friends go to lunch or we can hang out.
But the subject of fucking this guy never ever came
I have
up.
lots
Came
of
out of your
friends.
mouth.
But wait a minute now.
But what if that's the way that it starts out, and then we
you
just
duck
end up
face?
buddies? I mean,
You still
Where
feel
we
you still feel what you feel, and you still have that crush.
What if, okay, because the way, we're on the outside, we don't know anything, and what it sounds like is that maybe he wants to see you with this person, that maybe he wants to engage in that activity with you. And instead of just giving you a pass is a trust. And if I trust you not to go out there, you're representing my home, you're representing my children and my life, I give you a pass, but I'm going to test that theory. So he just told you, I'm testing you that theory. I want to see if you're going to still be committed to me. So now there's a question of what the parallel is with you in home and in bed.
And he sees you dating. He sees
There's
you.
gonna
he
be
knows-
an
he
issue
knows you're
because
attracted to
now-
that person.
Yes.
He's seen you date that person.
Yes.
He's seen your reaction when things aren't quite going right.
And the
it's,
only- and the-
it's
the
not
only
good.
fair
You don't. I mean, it's not
Maybe
good to
we-
do that in front of your husband.
Maybe, but not necessarily true.
But
Not
we have a
necessarily
different kind of
true.
relationship because now I have talked to him about stuff that that we talked about, or where we
It's not necessarily the
I
case.
told you guys my catcher was fucked up.
It's a scenario that maybe deep down your husband wants to see this. He wants to know.
Let me clue you in on the past.
Okay.
Okay. Originally the past, because at
just the just.
Can I say something?
I at one point was 700 pounds, and as I'm coming down and feeling more confident, and guys are noticing me.
I knew you.
And so,
okay,
he wants me to feel like it's my choice.
He wants you to have the experiences that you didn't have because you were that size.
Right. But the thing is it's the experience of booty calling and impromptu sex and some guy who's so hot and attracted to you that he can't let you go for
No,
another
but this
minute.
is not about this person.
It's not about
An
having a
emotional
relationship
connection.
with another someone.
It's not about what we're talking about doing. The past.
But
it's not. Then you are not cut out for it. That's just saying. If you're gonna get that emotionally connected, if you need that to have sex with somebody, then you know what?
Right.
Then.
But you know what?
You know what, Mama? You got that at home.
It's like fucked up because it's like for so long I was like invisible and people are attracted to me now, and now I got a pass and I can't fucking use my pass because everybody knows who we are, and it's like, nobody when he talks about it at some point that we might start talking. He's like, nobody wants to talk to me.
Well, here's the
everybody mentions me.
But see,
everybody that I talk to,
you are working too hard at using this pass.
Well,
he gave you a pass
coming up,
but there's not an expiration date on your pass.
No, what y'all need to do,
you're trying to work it all out and make it happen and find the person and make you feel comfortable. You know what? A pass should just happen.
What you need to do is you need to take a couple of days, take a week, take whatever you need to do. Go to one of these bashes on the other side of the country by yourself. Don't take the husband with you. Don't take the kids. Go by yourself. Go by yourself.
Yeah.
Find yourself a bash bestie girl out there. Cruise it. Find a dude. You like him. You fuck him, but you don't give him your real name or phone number, and then go the fuck home. That's what
you know what? Your husband has really thick skin. I mean, he really does. He's a tough guy. I love him. You know that. But do you think he's feeling a little bit, I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, when you see your wife, I mean, I know, because I watched my husband date, okay? It no matter whether I've said it, go ahead and do it, it still gets you somewhere.
Now, I know that, Julia, don't you have like a kind of an open relationship with Sebastian?
Me and Sebastian have a very open relationship. He knows I do adult movies. He knows I webcam. He knows that I go and meet my fans, whether they're couples or single guys. Now, he also shoots too, but the thing is, when me and him, the way we make our relationship work, and it may not work for everybody because everybody's relationship is different. Now, working with couples in some of my private sessions, I always remember that all couples are different. We all have different boundaries. We all have different guidelines. So only you know what's going on in your relationship. Only I know what goes on in my relationship. But honestly, whatever it is, you guys have to work together as a team. That means you have to trust each other. You have to be empathetic. And you have to accommodate each other's needs. And you guys need to discuss what your mission is for your relationship. You have to lay it all out there. You have to be honest with each other and be able to be honest with each other and say, you know what, this is how I feel. And your partner and you have to be empathetic and say, you know what, let me put myself in your shoes for a minute, And that's where you have to empathize with each other, and work it out and talk it out. And don't be afraid to talk it out and not talk over each other.
And you know what?
I think we do that. I think we have a lot of communication, and I think, you know
what, too, Ma? Like a couple of years ago, is when you kind of came into the BBW community. Yeah. So there is a lot of swinger activity in the BBW community. Mm-hmm. So
we get asked that a lot.
Yeah, I know. And what I'm saying is, don't feel pressured to conform to that.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't sound like what we're talking here that maybe you're ready for that or you're really, but that doesn't mean you can't get there. But like, I just want to say that don't feel pressured that because you're in the community, people say that you have to be a swinger.
Right.
You know, I can relate to where where she is mentally, because at one point I was close to 500 pounds and bedbound. The loneliness, and then losing the weight, and all of a sudden everybody wanted to pay attention to me. All of a sudden everybody wanted to be my friend. Wanted, it was like it was a transition.
Yeah.
What they fail to realize is no matter how much weight you lose, you're still going to have that fat girl mentality.
Oh, definitely.
And it's always going to be in the back of your head.
And that's like when my friend hit me with the "I want to be your friend" thing. Really. And it was like, really?
Well, even
like,
with your friends, you have to set boundaries.
But I'm saying he hit me with the, I kind of want to keep you around as a friend. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I like that friend zone that you've been in for your whole life.
Yes, I'm the fat girlfriend.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck?
But you know what? You don't have to feel like that, because you know what? That's one person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And how many men?
I don't think that he
Earl will
meant
take
it.
a hall pass for you.
I don't think that he meant it.
I understand. That's derogatory.
I don't think that he meant it. He genuinely wants to be my friend. I think that's what the whole thing is. I don't think that he meant it derogatory.
But if he's going to be your friend, you can't date him. And I don't know that you can separate that now.
And by dating means one-on-one lunches, one-on-one dinners, one-on-one coffee. I would always take a friend with you, so it gives you that buffer, I think, because you'll
fall again. Your heart's involved now.
You do get emotionally involved, and you have to be kind of emotionally attached to somebody that you want to sleep with.
Not me.
So
I ain't sleeping with you second time if I'm
I think you just got to work on that emotional attachment level.
Yeah.
Because I can meet a guy and go, "Damn, you're fine."
Yeah.
And I would fuck you if I had a hall pass, but that would be it.
Mikey would give him a hall pass. I'm pretty sure he would.
But I don't really want one.
And you know what? It's when that kind of stuff starts, where you say, "Oh, I'm just going to go to lunch." We have friends go to lunch. And then DJ goes, "Well, she goes to lunch with her friend. I'm going to go to lunch with my friend."
Yeah.
And then it starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it turns into something you can't change.
That's where the empathy comes in.
Well,
play.
that's what my friend said to me. Again, he's like, because he knows that I have the pass and we've discussed it, whatever. And he was like, "Look," he's like, "if at any point that you don't like what the fuck's going on, you need to put the brakes on and jump out the car."
So, and that's what I was talking about earlier, about maybe he would rather be a little bit more involved than just a hall pass. And I think that's...
word. Banana!
Julia, that's kind of a...
That's my realm.
That's a weird safe word.
And you know what? You don't really know what's going on in this person's head. No. I mean, not Mama's head. The other person.
The friend.
The friend. Yeah.
Well,
he's got to be kind of
We're going to call him Fred.
He knows you both.
We're going to call him Fred.
Fred.
Fred the name is Fred.
Well, Fred, has some other things going on as well. So
Fred have a brother named Barney.
Right. But yeah, so I mean, I had a good week, and I'm like.
But that's been weighing on your mind all week. That's pretty rough stuff. I mean, to be thinking about a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
and it's
relationships.
Yeah.
Love is not easy.
But that should not be a relationship.
And well, it comes in different forms.
Right.
Like love for your friend, love for your mother, love for your significant other. There's different levels of it. So it's really hard to get that confused.
Right. It's
And it's the same thing even when you're an adult star and you're doing webcamming.
Let me just ask a question, and answer this if you want.
Sure.
At any time during the course of your friends or any times in the course of your open relationship, have you gone behind your husband's back to call somebody, meet somebody, get in touch with them? If at any point you're doing any of that they don't know about, then you're definitely doing something wrong.
Right, because that's where you have to communicate.
Right. And if it's something you don't want to tell him you're doing, then or I don't want to tell him that I've texted this person 80 times today.
The other thing.
But sometimes when you talk to people, though, that's something that even though you have to me, I'm not going to sit there and talk to somebody that I want to use my pass with in front of him. That's kind of rude to me.
Do. Yes, you do. You have to. You are dating. You are creating a separate relationship with another man.
And here's the other thing is Eventually, it always happens. It always happens. If you do it, he has to be able to too. This can't be a one-way street.
Yeah, I know.
You can't have your fucking
think that
cake
was
and
You
the
let
have
him
to talk to this friend. If you have to talk to Fred in private, if there's something you need to talk to Fred about that you cannot talk to Fred,
Then DJ has to talk to Wilma.
you
in
know
private.
what? You're hiding something.
Yeah. If your relationship with Fred is private and between you and Fred, then DJ's relationship with any Wilma he comes across is between him and Wilma.
Now, this is all incumbent, of course, upon our own morality, which differs from your morality, which differs from her morality, which differs from her morality.
Right.
So, honey, just do whatever the fuck you want.
And
Really, talk to DJ, work it out,
we
figure it out.
did, but we got into it a little bit today, you know.
Obviously, he's feeling like you're dating another man.
I don't think so. I don't think he.
Okay, well that's good to be.
I think the problem was he didn't have a problem with me going to hang out with my friend. The problem was when
your heart got broken over your friend.
When we just.
I'm just asking. That would affect my husband.
Let me ask you a question, Charlotte.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you were with that friend? Did you feel like there was a moment where you forgot all of your responsibilities in your life and that you just felt complacent and you felt relieved? Is that what you're lacking?
But Sammee, I don't think that's a fair question, because anytime you meet somebody new, anytime there's somebody new and there's a little spark,
become a boyfriend.
You're gonna like that that spark. Yeah, because it's like that first feeling.
But didn't you say that couples that have been together in the beginning, they for a long time and they've lost that spark? Maybe that feeling might be that spark.
Well, then, but the way not to get the spark back is not to date another man.
Oh no, I'm not saying.
Right.
You know, she has ultimately, no matter what. There's 6 of us in here. She has to make that decision what's comfortable for her.
Right.
And
her husband.
And yeah, absolutely. Because whatever decision she makes and takes home, she's taking it home to her life. That moment, that loss of responsibility and and there's no remorse. You can't return that past. Once you open up, it's gone. It's like virginity all over again. You lost it twice. So now, here you go home to the man that has stood by you while you've shed how many people in your body size, and has actually grasped, molded, and loved you all the way through the good, the bad, and the indifference. So the best thing that maybe you should do is take a look at yourself. Take a look at the fat clothes that you had in the closet, because what's going to end up happening is after you take that pass, guaranteed, because you still have that fat girl mentality, is that you're going to end up with depression and you're going to end up putting your ass back in those fat girl clothes.
I'm not doing that.
Ms. G,
I came
1227. Ms. G, 1227 says, "Cake and eat it too, Mama. Go get it."
Okay.
Well, I think you go get it too. I just don't think you should date somebody when you're trying to swing. I mean, you guys, it's just.
Is there somebody close to you guys that you can trust? That might.
They don't have marital problems.
No. I'm talking about as far as couple swap.
I'll let you borrow Silent Mike if you want.
Well, but
if he agrees
they're not
to
there
it,
yet. They are totally not there yet. Like, even in this this Paul Pass thing, it started out with just her because of her past. He was that, he wanted to do that for her. But like she says, it's turning into, and that's probably because he's feeling a little bit like, I don't know if he's feeling, I don't want to say jealous, because that's not the right word.
He is not jealous.
No,
he is not jealous at all. He has no issue at all with, he is giving me the same advice that you guys give, that it should be just like proud and don't get to know somebody, whatever. It's kind of too late for that, and I still need to talk to Fred, and we need to like hash this all out kind of thing.
But do you think that Fred wants to hash
Wait, yeah.
Yes.
Didn't Fred say, "I'd rather just keep you as a friend"?
Then why is there more conversation? Yeah, I'm with you.
Who's next on the list? Barney, Dino, can we?
Earl. I know it's Earl.
It's not Earl. I love Earl, but no,
I'm just saying.
Earl, we know you're listening. We love you.
I'm a slut, so I don't do the swing thing. I just set up appointments.
I'll make some money while
Absolutely.
I think Julia and Sweet Cheeks are sisters.
Probably. She's like, I don't make dates, I make appointments.
All right, so what else you got this week? I mean, that's a really...
We love you, Mama.
That's a huge subject.
You know, we're there for you no matter
whatever you do, but
I
we're
just
trying
hate
to
see
keep
you
you
hurt, and
We
we
just don't
love
want
your.
you
I
hurt,
love
Mama.
your whole family. I love the whole makeup of your family. The dynamic the two of you have together. It's something that I wish I had bringing up my children, and you know, it's really shaky ice.
Wait. So DJ posted in the chat over here
Oh, he's in there now?
about why
Because he was pissed off at me earlier.
he said he got pissed because you got jealous.
Oh.
Dum, 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 dum.
Dun, dun, dun,
Not,
dun.
and he
Okay, jealous.
and he
Alright,
does
let
not
me
get
tell-
jealous.
let's get the light. Let me tell you. Okay, so now we're gonna put it out there. I was trying not to put it out there. We're gonna put it out there.
Wow.
Okay.
It's just us. Nobody will know.
Remember, her name is Wilma.
Wilma. Right.
It was
So
Betty's
yeah,
sister,
DJ
bitch.
decided to keep himself distracted. Let's call her Wilma. So I
Was this today at home on the computer?
no,
or
it was
something?
yesterday while I was gone.
Okay, gotcha.
But you know, I was just shrugs it off. I was just chit chatting. Okay, but so I look at the post. Well, it's not chit chatting. So I referred to her not by her name, and he got mad because I called her something else.
Whoa, this is the pot calling the kettle back right here.
No, see what the thing is.
yes,
though,
it is.
No, because I kind of figured that he was grooming me for this, for us to be like swapping and do other
Well,
things
absolutely.
because his ex-wife didn't want to do shit.
Well, we've all know that's what he's been grooming you for. That's what the hall pass is about.
Right. So yes. So we're laying it out there. Let's lay it out there. So I know that he's.
I love Julia's face. She's like,
I know that he's.
Yeah.
I know that he's attracted to the one girl, and I see the post on Facebook, and I saw it. He allowed me to see it. So, but it was kind of fucked up, and I was trying to look at it on my phone. So when we got back to the house after our day, I went to go look at everything, and I was like, oh, because there was shit that seemed like it was missing. And when I got to the house,
She's on a date with another man, and her husband's chatting with somebody on the computer, and that's a problem?
yes.
No.
Yes, it's a problem because I got a pass because we haven't went to that step yet,
You're
and
wrong.
you're already lining your girls
You're
up.
wrong. You know what? And that is a defense mechanism on his part. That he's sitting at home. He's supposed to sit at home and just play checkers with the kids while you're out with another man, and that's on his mind. That's his defense mechanism for him to be able to deal with what you're out doing. And I don't care what he says out of his mouth, but that's exactly what he was doing.
He's just trying to keep himself distracted.
Yes.
He is. I don't care what you fucking say, DJ. I know boys, and I know how
Me
they
too.
think.
And I know swinging families and how it all starts. It gets going.
Sure, he's okay with you going out and fucking some other dude just off the cuff. He's not okay with you going out and having an emotional relationship with someone.
Exactly. That's the difference.
Because he depends on your love.
Yeah.
My ex-husband could
he
fuck
depends on-
anybody I wanted,
Here-
anybody he wanted to, as long as there was not an emotional connection.
Right.
Here's the thing, Mama.
Sebastian is
He
the same
depends
way,
on
too.
your love for his well-being as much as you depend on his love for your well-being.
Oh, damn.
You can't have that emotional connection. Like,
Yeah, I think it was ballsy for you to get mad at him about that when, just
need
my
to-
opinion,
you
when
know,
you're out on a date.
comfortable.
Okay, I wasn't mad about the situation. What I was mad about was it's like because
Be the truth.
I have told him most of the stuff that we have talked about.
Most
Me
of
and
the stuff.
Fred.
You
me
still
and
walk
Fred.
outside to talk to Fred in private.
Okay, but we've had conversations about things that go on and how they seem like they're like similar, even though the outside structure is different. Some of the same shit that they fucking both say to me is similar. So they're similar kinds of guys, even though they look different. And I'm like, what the fuck did you just say to me? Like, you said what he says. What the fuck is this? What is going on?
it's like a conspiracy.
Yes.
It's an anti-mama conspiracy.
But the thing is, oh God.
You know what?
That's how I need to drink.
You
I
know
know
what?
those blue ones. That's
She-
what I need to drink.
She needs an adios, motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just it was the so-called quote unquote conversation that was meant to distract him from me kicking it with my friend. was not just a quote unquote conversation. There was very, very like
explicit conversation.
Wait a minute. And on the defense of DJ, he did not know when you were out having your fun with your friend, whatever that was, with Fred, that maybe there wasn't a kiss here. Maybe there wasn't a handhold here. Maybe there wasn't a breaststroke there.
Maybe there wasn't a, ooh, baby, I want to fuck your cunt so nasty.
Exactly.
You scream my name tomorrow.
So, you know what? You're not, yeah, you're out. Yeah.
Nobody's ever said that to me.
I hear that every time me and Michael make love. DJ, you need to learn those words. I have Mike give you a transcript.
Transcript. Write it down. Take a picture.
He said squirt. Anyway, it's not about me right
we
now.
don't mean to jump on you. We just love you, and I just think that you're trying to set it up.
I think
Set up your boundaries.
I think you guys should try a swingers club.
Now, see, I had
Like
an
a
offer.
rooster.
But if she can't have random sex, the swingers club won't work at all for them.
But it's just to go see.
Oh, I agree.
You know, it's like a field trip to go.
Let's all go on a field trip. We're going next Thursday. Would you all like to go with us?
We should go to the Red Rooster.
It's cheaper for couples. I think we should just go hang out because I have never done anything at the Rooster.
I think it's cheaper for
Michael and I have gone. We even haven't had sex with each other at the Rooster.
Well, at one point when I was
see it.
I was probably about I was coming down, but I was probably about 600 pounds, and I went there, and I was still. I'm more comfortable with myself now, and I was not comfortable then, and then you know, to see the little girl emptying the ashtrays butt ass naked with a name tag in her nipple, that kind of freaked me out, but I'm okay with all that now. I can take it or leave it.
Wow.
But you know, it's okay. But yeah, so let me finish my catch up because that was
Just the boundaries.
I'm going to aerobics tomorrow, y'all. Monday. I'm not sure where I'm going.
Contact Sin City Mama.
Yeah, I'm going
on Facebook.
I'm not sure if I'm going in morning or afternoon. Actually, I've had a few people come, and it's been lovely. I wish everybody could go at the same time because it's kind of fun, and you're getting to move a little bit. And I'm down. I got 6 more pounds to my first goal, and then I got 30 pounds to my other goal. But I think I'm just going to take it in 10-pound little
that's good.
increments.
Block it off in 10
and
easier.
I'm not necessarily dieting. Let's forget all the other stuff.
Yeah. So let me.
I'm not dieting. I'm just trying to make better choices. As far as, you know, if I'm out somewhere, what am I going to eat? You know, running around or whatever, like get something salad or get, like there's like Subway right by the shop and I go and get the flatbread and whatever. I just went to the machine and I took this instead of the chips or the candy bar. So I'm just trying to do better, and hopefully after a while it'll fall into place.
Can I ask a question about your goal?
Yeah.
Can you make it a different goal instead of weight? Because weight doesn't denote healthiness. Right. So instead of 20 minutes running in the aerobics water, instead of 10 minutes running in the aerobics water.
It's actually the water aerobics is 1 hour.
That was just an example, yeah. But
her goal is to get down this 30 pounds so she can have leg surgery.
Yeah.
So that is a goal. So it does need to be a weight
surgery,
goal, right?
Yeah,
right.
At that goal, then I'll be okay enough for them to do the first procedure.
That's because the doctors who who say, okay, it needs to be a certain weight. Not that you've lost any flesh or anything like that.
No, they just that's theirs. Yeah, that's theirs.
Well, I mean, it's because that's I don't know. That's one of my things from my goal from the original, start out of the whole thing is. They did the tummy tuck, and then I want to do my legs and probably eventually do my arms and, get the girls back where they're supposed to be. Maybe, not so big, but
I told you they like it jiggly.
I know. But
she'll still be jiggly for a while.
I know. I understand totally.
I'd rather having them pointing out than down.
Like tennis balls in a sock kind of thing.
Right. I don't want to sit on them when I go on the toilet.
We lovingly joke that Mama wears a 38 long.
Right. But.
Right. You got more ketchup there?
Yeah, no.
Miss G also loves your choice of drink, by the way.
Right.
Adios, mother.
We need to drink one of those on.
It's kind of
in fact, she really likes it. She said, "Oh yeah, AMF bitches."
get one Saturday if she's there.
I got a loaded catch up this week.
All right, are you all done, Mama?
You done, Mama?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, let's take a quick break.
Yeah, my half-hour catch-up.
Wow.